Hello there. I have something very cursed for you today. There is a way, playing as China, to get the one, the only, glorious General Douglas MacArthur as leader of the Chinese Republic. Not only can you benefit from his absurd chin and pipe, but also his incredible American Caesar trait. It's a little wacky, but it's just such an absurd bug and so easy to get that I feel like I have to do it and show you how as well. For more strange video concepts and a very painful video coming this Friday, like the video and subscribe to take part in my 75k sub special multiplayer game. Okay, to start with, we're gonna go and make a brand new game as China. But we have to make sure to, in the custom game rules, scroll to AI behavior for the USA and change it to fascist. This will ensure that they go the right path and will mean we don't have to have a multiplayer partner to make this work. Mostly. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to keep this off Iron Man mode. Let's go. All right, here we are. China. Glorious China. We're actually going to play it normally. We're going to be doing preparations for the Civil War and doing all the normal things. But the thing we need to be rushing down is this focus right here, Chinese Expeditionary Force, because this sends us a general. Weirdly enough, none of these focuses actually require me to be at war with Japan yet, so I can actually rush this all the way down, but I have a little while to build up, so I might as well do some of the other focuses as well. Oh, it's been a while since I played China. My next BICE video is actually going to be China. I am not looking forward to that. They have no support equipment? What? They need MacArthur. And yes, I have enabled the Sigma of Iron mod, because let's be honest, this whole thing is a meme anyway. I've also made an espionage agency just so I can keep tabs on what America is doing, because I do need to be aware of their focus order. So we're just going to pay attention to what old Chad Zveld over here is doing. The most annoying part of playing China is they have to keep going improve relations with like Britain and America to be able to get certain focuses like fighter purchases. So I'm just kind of rushing it. Gotta make sure I'm improving relations with the US as well, do the next focus. And oh boy, look, Alf Landon is the president. God damn, that is a cursed portrait. So they're going the right order. Beautiful. Oh, they can reestablish the gold standard, finally. Oh, the invitation from Long Yong. Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's totally normal that I'm being invited to meet with the communists. Yeah, we'll go. I'm sure it won't be weird. I can never remember what the historical option is. It proposes an alliance, and if you say yes, it creates the faction, but I don't want that, because then United Front won't work, and it won't invite everyone else to the faction. So we say no, which means we get arrested, and then we just sort of chill and wait, and we just pretend. And then he does formally propose an alliance. I think the correct thing is that we refuse to form the United Front. No deals. And then we still do get released from house arrest. And then later we can still invite everybody. This is like the stupidest path in the game. It's so strange that the historical one requires me to know the correct option of like 4 events. Put in the comments if I made a mistake. Regardless, Japan is about to attack me, so I am rushing the Chinese Expeditionary Force event. There we go, Silver Legion of America. 10% fascist, let's go. And there we go. With the conclusion of the Chinese Expeditionary Force event, we get comes to China. Alf Landon has accepted our request for assistance. And weirdly, it's still given us a picture of Roosevelt. And you will notice that it's Douglas MacArthur joins China. Now that's weird. It's supposed to be Joseph Stilwell. But because America has gone right, they pick Douglas MacArthur for some reason. I guess they just think he's better for China? Not sure. And weirdly enough, this happens at the exact same moment as the Marco Polo Bridge incident. If you rush the event, it will happen at the same time, which I think is just perfect. It's clearly Paradox telling you this is the path you should do. Oh, we also got Military Affairs Commission as well, so it's one focus plus then rushing it. I'm gonna get Army Reform, prepare to defend, and then what we need to do is we just need to wait for America to explode into a civil war. So we will be fighting Japan in the meantime. Might as well put MacArthur as the field marshal. God, look. I swear it's not that much changed from his vanilla portrait as well. Oh god, because we're so far delayed in our focus tree, Shang-Chi's not able to be protected, so we're gonna have to just keep dragging forward the borders. Oh god, that's not good. We'll have to shave Shang-Chi ourselves. We're coming for you, buddy. Oh, Christ, Shang-Chi is dead. Oh, God. Because we've not made the faction yet. Also, it's time for the amphibious invasions. Oh, my God, it's completely encircled me. Why? Why are my divisions trying to leave? Stay there. What are you doing? It's been so long since I played China, but I think I'm doing pretty well. Contain the initial invasion in Shandong. Hold the borders in the north. Like, this is not too bad. It's just a little stressful. I've saved all my XP for army reform, and we're just going to keep that going. And I'm trying to work down towards United Front, which I think is the historical thing, which gives you all of everyone else in China to join your faction. Subjugate is better because then you do actually annex them, but, you know, I guess I'm being historical? Question mark? Oh, it's so satisfying as China when you do the army reforms, that 10% attack and defense bonus. So good. Just got to do a little bit more. Ah, we lost Beijing, giving them that supply hub. Ah, that sucks. Oh, I did it. I actually managed to make the event accurate. Yes, I have indeed invited everyone properly. Welcome every other member of China. Oh dear. Ah, there it is. The US has declared war on America. That's just current history, I think. Now you might be thinking, I have to do all kinds of strange things from this point on, because now that America's gone fascist, I have to figure out how to get them to give me MacArthur or something. Well, no, because remember, we have MacArthur. Here he is. All we gotta do is wait. As long as they went the right-wing path and they send you Douglas MacArthur, you just have to wait for an event to trigger, which has like a mean time to happen of like 30 days or something. In fact, it might even be timed. Oh, Douglas MacArthur has gone, which means it was a timed event. And click on your portrait, and there we go. Douglas MacArthur is the ruler of China. Not only do we get the pipe and the chin, but look at his stats. American Caesar, 10% attack and defense on core. That's crazy. And especially interesting as China, because you also get a massive bonus for attack and defense on core with War of Resistance, 15%. So with this strategy, you get 25% attack and defense on core. If you're wondering why on earth this happens at all, it's very stupid. It's because when America goes down the right-wing path and tries to start a civil war, a set time after the beginning of the conflict, they get an event where they need to decide what should we do about who should be in charge. And MacArthur offers to lead the government, because who can trust a democratically elected leader of our country? We have to give it to a cornpipe smoking general. We can say no, or desperate times call for desperate measures. This makes him the leader of the non-aligned party. But it does not make him the leader of the US. It just puts him in charge of the party. Now, when you're put in charge of the party for the fascists and non-aligned, that is the same thing as putting you in charge of the country if that power is in charge. Because MacArthur is in China, he is put in charge of the non-aligned party of China, and thus becomes the leader of China. There is actually another way for MacArthur to become the ruler of China, though it's a bit strange. There's actually an event for the USA which occurs in 1944, USA.11, which is Roosevelt versus MacArthur, where MacArthur begins to challenge Roosevelt's presidency. The historical option is that Roosevelt and Truman just sort of ignore him and they win. But MacArthur can become a man of peace and becomes the leader of the Democratic Party. Now, this still happens to China. First of all, the Democratic Party has now been changed to the Republican Party, and its ruler is now Douglas MacArthur. So if you could just somehow figure out a way to swing China from non-aligned Kuomintang to Republican Party, Republican Party in China, that's so cursed, then yes, you could theoretically get MacArthur as the leader of China in an historical game in 1944. But no, the best way is to just get it by pushing the US to go down the right-wing path, and you get it for free. It's so crazy. And now with glorious Douglas MacArthur in command, we will merely call everybody in to the war and push with massive bonuses on core territory. Oh, that's so good, 41%. And you can easily defeat Japan that way. It's so fantastic. That's it, just a small little tip for how to get one of the most interesting rulers in the game as the ruler of China. Thank you very much for watching. Do be sure to leave me a like and a comment on the video. Let me know what you think of this as a concept. I look forward to a very interesting video on Friday as well. Thank you to all the YouTube members and patrons who so graciously support this channel and whose names you shall see shortly. Bye-bye.